you don't think about the future, then you're doomed to repeat the past. Hi, this is the Think Future podcast. I'm your host, Calabucas, and once again we're coming at you live from deep in the heart of Silicon Valley, California. We're talking innovation startups, the future, not necessarily those, and not necessarily in that order. Let me ask you something. What do you believe is normal? What is normal? Is there such a thing as normal? What is your perception of normal? Think about that for a second. The term normal, when you think normal, what exactly comes to mind? What's the first thing that comes to your head when you think about the word normal? You probably think of somebody just like you, right? Just like you, in your family, in your situation, in your race, in your color, in your gender, whatever. You think normal is somebody just like you, right? If you think about it politically, and if you think about it physically. Or you think about a job. What's a normal job, right? What's a normal job? Think about, take a word normal, and this is an interesting thought exercise. Take the word normal, write it at the top of a piece of paper, and then write down everything that you believe is normal in all different aspects, right? All of these things are normal. And then look at them again and think to yourself, are these things really normal? Or is it just my perception of normalcy? Or is it my shared hallucination of normalcy in the community that I live in? Whether the community I live in, the community I interact with, maybe it's my shared illusion or hallucination of normalcy. Because if you think about it, is that really normal? Or is it just normal for this group that you're a part of? I think I talked earlier about groups and binariness and stuff like that. But so you have to look at it and go, what is normal? What do I define as normal? And maybe look at normal in a different way. Maybe normal is not something that we no longer, we need to continue looking at. Maybe there is such thing as normal anymore. Maybe the whole concept of normal is a failure, because the problem with the concept of normal is that a norm is something that a lot of people agree is something that should happen, or it's a behavior that we tend to take. But if you think about it, everyone's behavior is different. Everyone is super complicated, and in some cases there's no such thing as normal, or it's a very, very small set of things are normal. Or maybe you could look at it a different way and say almost everything is normal, but then that eliminates the concept of normal. Well, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to eliminate the concept of normal, because does normal still exist? Is there such a thing as a norm? No, there isn't. It's nonsense. There's no such thing as a norm. It's something that we just all happen to agree should be the way things are. But when you're an innovator, when you're a disruptor, when you come in and you want to change things, when you want to dent the universe, you want to make things better, then you have to look away from the norms. You have to say that the norms are nonsense and go beyond the norms. Figure out what you can do to break away from the norms and do better than the norms. Expand upon the norms. Don't just fall in to the norms. Go beyond the norms. Look for new ways of doing things. Look for new avenues of operation. Look where you can go next. Look what's outside of the norm. And then when you look outside of the norm, you may find something so compelling, so interesting, so amazing, that you might even be able to expand the norm to allow it to occur. And that's where the real innovation comes from.